Hello all. Welcome back to Mohaben's channel of learning food. In today's video, we'll dive into an essential topic for every aspiring chef and home cook: the knives used in professional kitchens. Selecting the right knife for the right task is crucial, not only for safety but also for achieving precision and efficiency in your cooking. Different knives are designed for specific purposes, from slicing delicate vegetables to carving robust meats, and using the correct knife can make all the difference in the outcome of your dish. Let's explore the world of professional kitchen knives and understand why choosing wisely is a key ingredient in mastering your culinary skills. While knives can be dangerous if mishandled, proper training and the use of sharp knives reduces the risk of injury compared to struggling with dull blades. Knives are important for various activities from slicing and dicing to butchering and portioning, ultimately impacting the quality and safety of the food served. Training in proper knife handling techniques improves efficiency, reduces the risk of injury, and enhances overall kitchen performance. So, let's just understand the anatomy of knives, or better application. The anatomy of all knives can be divided into two major areas. One being the handle and the other being the blade. The blade includes the point, the tip, the edge, the belly, the spine, the heel, and the bolster, while the handle includes the tang, the hilt, and the butt or pommel. Let's begin with the point of a knife. The point of a knife is the sharp, forwardmost part where the blade's edge and spine meet, primarily used for piercing and detailed cutting. The tip can be used to make precise cuts or scores on food, like vegetables or meat, to aid in cooking or presentation. A boning knife's point is used in a dagger fashion to separate meat from bone. The type of points includes 1. The triangular point that is common on knives like paras, utility, and chef's knives. 2. French point or drop point, which is common on knives like Yasuba, Nakiri, and Santoku knives. 3. Square point is found on cleavers and certain types of sashimi knives. 4. Round point is typically found on long, thin slicing knives like ham and salmon slicers. A tip is the front part of the blade. Pointed tips are used for delicate and precise cutting, piercing, and scoring, especially when working with smaller or more intricate tasks. Most of the tips are sharp and triangular in shape, while some are round too, like in the case of a meat carving knife. The rounded tips offer better contact between the food and the blade, ideal for thin slicing. The edge is the most important part of a knife that runs from the heel to the tip. This is the sharpest part of the knife blade. Sharp edges are safer and easier to use. There are 4 different types of edges that are regularly used in the kitchen knife manufacturing. Each edge has its own pros and cons. It is important for the chef to understand the edge and employ the knife accordingly. Straight edge. Formed by grinding the edge so it tapers in a straight line to form a razor-sharp cutting edge. The straight-edged knife can be used for many different cutting tasks. It is the most common type of edge and they can be sharpened easily. Serrated edge. A serrated edge features rows of teeth along the blade edge that will easily penetrate a crust yet prevent the soft inner bread from tearing. The serrated edged knife is used to cut anything from bread loaves to fruit. However, they are predominantly perma-sharp, they cannot be sharpened. If sharpened, it turns into a straight edge. Scalloped. Also called as wavy edges, the scalloped edges are the opposite of serrated edges, with the rounded cutting surfaces round out from the blade. Used similarly to the serrated edges, scalloped edge knives are used for bread and as slicing knives. Unlike serrated edges, it cannot be sharpened. If sharpened, it turns into a straight edge. A Granton blade. It has a row of identical dimples on both sides of the blade. It is scalloped only along the sides and has a straight edge, much like a standard knife. When slicing, these dimples allow slices to fall away cleanly without sticking to the blade or tearing. A Granton blade also can be honed with knife steel or sharpened just like a regular knife. The belly is the width of the knife. The strength and durability of the knife is directly proportional to the belly of the knife. Boning knife has a very thin belly, while a cleaver has the thickest belly. In a cleaver, the belly doubles up as a lifting tool. The dimpled belly of a knife, also known as a hollow or granton edge, refers to the indentations or hollows along the blade's belly that help prevent food from sticking and reduce friction during slicing. These indentations, sometimes called cullens or scallops, are small, oval-shaped hollows that are strategically placed along the blade's belly. The spine is an unsharpened portion of the blade away from the edge. It's the thickest part of the knife, far thicker than the blade, and it gives the knife its strength. A knife with a thick spine will be able to take a lot of pressure compared to one with a thin spine. It's designed to be dull and safe for applying pressure, such as when splitting or crushing food, or for added control when finely chopping. The spine is also sometimes referred to as the back of the blade. Some knives have jimpings or notches along the spine to enhance grip. Jimping, the small notches or filings on a knife blade's spine, enhances grip and control, especially when using the knife with the thumb along the spine, and is particularly useful for tasks requiring precision and power. Beyond functionality, jimping can also add a touch of visual appeal to a knife. The heel of the knife is the part of the blade that is furthest away from the tip of the blade and closest to the handle. The heel is generally the strongest part of the blade, making it suitable for heavier work. It's often used for tasks requiring more strength and pressure, such as chopping through tough vegetables or meat. A bolster is a thick band of metal that is added to the handle of a knife, usually between the handle and the blade. It adds weight to the handle, which can help balance the knife and make it easier to use. It provides a transition between the handle and the blade, which can make the knife more comfortable to hold. The bolster can enhance grips, particularly when using a pinch grip, for more precise cuts. It helps protect your fingers from slipping onto the blade, especially during tasks like filleting or cutting meat. The bolster serves as a strengthening element for the entire knife. The tang is the part of the blade that extends into the handle and provides balance. Most knives are 1/2, 3/4, or full tang blades, with full tang being superior because of excellent balance and longevity. They don't crack due to stress towards the heel of the knife. The tang's design and length influence the knife's overall strength, durability, balance, and weight. The tang's construction method and materials used can also impact the cost and ease of manufacturing. Also called as the hilt, the handle of a chef knife is crucial for both functionality and safety, ensuring comfortable and controlled use, preventing accidents, and contributing to the overall effectiveness of the knife. A well-designed handle allows for a secure and comfortable grip, enabling precise control over the blade's movement for delicate tasks and powerful cuts. A secure, non-slip handle reduces the risk of the knife slipping, especially in wet or slippery conditions, preventing accidents and injuries. A comfortable handle minimizes hand and wrist fatigue, allowing for extended use without discomfort. Ergonomic designs, with contoured shapes and textured surfaces, further enhance comfort and reduce strain. The handle contributes to the overall balance of the knife, ensuring that the weight is distributed evenly, making it easier to maneuver and control. The material of the handle also affects its properties. For example, wooden handles offer a classic look and feel, while composite materials offer durability and water resistance. The handle material should be durable and able to withstand the rigors of kitchen use, including washing and storage. The handle can also be an aesthetic element, with different materials and designs offering a unique touch to the knife. The butt or pommel is the very end of the handle and is usually made of metal at the end of the handle opposite the tip, provides a sturdy grip and helps balance the knife, allowing for better control and maneuverability during use. This part comes in handy for crushing up some soft nuts, cookies, and crackers. While some cooks may also use this part for tenderizing meat, it's much safer and better for your knife to use the tools intended for that purpose. Professional kitchens utilize a variety of knives because different tasks require specific blade shapes, sizes, and edges for efficiency, safety, and optimal ingredient handling. Each knife type is designed for a specific task, allowing chefs to work faster and more efficiently. For example, a paring knife is ideal for small, precise cuts, while a chef's knife excels at larger chopping and slicing tasks. Using the right knife for the job minimizes the risk of accidents and injuries. A chef's knife's blade curve and length allow for a rocking motion during cutting, while a paring knife's smaller size and pointed tip offer better control for small, delicate tasks. Different knives are designed to handle various ingredients and textures, ensuring optimal results. For instance, a boning knife is used for removing meat from bones, while a serrated knife is ideal for slicing bread or tomatoes. Professional kitchens handle a wide range of tasks, from preparing vegetables and meats to carving poultry and slicing bread, requiring a diverse set of tools. There are 100 varieties of knives used in kitchens around the world. It's impossible to learn all of them. However, let's learn about a few of the famous ones. Boning knife. Generally, about 6 inches long with a blade roughly as wide as the handle, this smaller knife has a straight edge that curves toward the tip. Boning knives have an extremely narrow blade that tapers to a pointed tip. The long thin knife has a flexible blade that is used to debone cuts of meat or remove salmon skin more efficiently and reduce waste in the process. It can cut through those tough connective tissues and joints that other knives struggle with. Just remember, cut around bones, not through them. I also use it to remove the skin from fish as it helps to easily separate the flesh. Bread knife. A bread knife's salient features are its long, serrated blade designed to easily slice through crusty bread without crushing the soft interior, and its ergonomic handle for comfortable use. While some have straight blades, others feature a curved blade, which provides better clearance and prevents knuckle bumping on the cutting board. While primarily designed for bread, a bread knife's serrated edge can also be used for slicing other items, such as tough skin produce, delicate cakes, and pastries. Butcher's knife. A good butcher's knife is a specialized tool designed for heavy-duty meat processing tasks, including breaking down large pieces of meat, trimming fat, and portioning, with its long, slightly curved blade allowing for precision and power. Butcher's knives are built to handle tough cuts of meat, making them ideal for breaking down whole animals or large pieces of meat into smaller portions. While primarily used for meat, butcher knives can also be used for cutting other foods like vegetables and fish. Carving knife for meat. A carving knife is used exclusively for carving all types of meat. They have a sturdy, extra-long blade with a rounded tip that can slice through large cuts of meat in one straight, easy glide without getting caught coming down. A Granton edge is preferable because the scallops allow for a thinner cutting edge with little effort. Alternatively, they may have a pronounced tip that improves precision and maneuverability around bone, fat, and cartilage. Carving knife for vegetable and fruits. Though sharing its name with the meat carving knife, vegetable carving knife has nothing to do with meat carving knife. A vegetable carving knife, or fruit carving knife, is a specialized tool with a long, thin, flexible blade and a pointed tip, designed for precise and intricate cuts in fruits and vegetables, allowing for detailed designs and garnishes. Unlike the curved blade of a chef knife, the vegetable knife has a straight edge, allowing it to cut through vegetables cleanly and precisely without the need for a rocking motion. The thinness of the blade is another standout feature. A comfortable and ergonomic handle is crucial for extended use and to prevent hand fatigue. The most identifiable part of this knife is that the handle is longer than the blade. Chef's knife. A chef's knife, also known as a cook's knife, is a versatile, medium to large-sized kitchen knife designed for a wide range of food preparation tasks, including slicing, dicing, and chopping. This is the most important tool in a kitchen. This knife has a wide hilt and a straight, sharp edge that tapers to a point, perfect for cutting, slicing, chopping, and mincing. It ranges in length from 6 to 14 inches, but an average 8-10-inch blade will be sufficient for most kitchens. It's a general-purpose knife, meaning it's not specialized for one particular task, but rather designed to perform well at many different kitchen tasks. You can use a chef's knife for mincing, slicing, and chopping vegetables, slicing meat, and even disjointing large cuts. Other masculine cleaver. Boasting a very heavy and broad blade, a cleaver is a large knife that varies in its shape but usually resembles a rectangular bladed hatchet. It is largely used as a kitchen or butcher knife and is mostly intended for splitting up large pieces of soft bones and slashing through thick pieces of meat. The knife's broad side can also be used for crushing in food preparation such as garlic and can also be used to scoop up chopped items. In contrast to other kitchen knives, the cleaver has an especially tough edge meant to withstand repeated blows directly into thick meat, dense cartilage, bone, and the cutting board below. This resilience is accomplished by using a softer, tougher steel and a thicker blade, because a harder steel or thinner blade might fracture or buckle under hard use. The edge of a meat cleaver does not need to be particularly sharp. In fact, a knife-sharp edge on a cleaver is undesirable. Fillet knife. A fillet knife, with its long, thin, and flexible blade, is primarily used for filleting fish, removing bones, and skinning, but can also be used for slicing raw fish, breaking down chickens, and preparing other foods. Fillet knife and boning knife are similar in appearance and function, but they are designed for different tasks. Boning knives are used to separate meat from bones, while fillet knives are primarily used for filleting fish. Fillet knife typically has a thinner, more flexible blade, allowing for smooth, controlled cuts. Mezzaluna. A mezzaluna knife, meaning half moon in Italian, is a curved, two-handled knife used for chopping, especially herbs and vegetables, with a rocking motion. Mezzaluna knife is also known as a hashua, or triangle mincing knife, which is a knife with a curved blade and handles on each end, used for chopping vegetables and herbs. They most commonly have a single blade, but are sometimes seen with 2 or 3 blades. Palette knife. It is the only knife in this list that does not have a sharp edge. It is primarily used in bakery, also known as an offset spatula or icing spatula. It has a flat, long blade that allows for even and smooth application of icing, buttercream, or other frostings. It's used for creating smooth surfaces, applying decorations, and even for creating textured finishes on cakes and pastries. The flexible blade makes it easy to lift and move delicate items like cakes, pies, or pastries without breaking them. Palette knives can be used to spread fillings evenly between layers of a cake or pie. You can use a palette knife to create unique textures and designs on cakes, such as raised petals of buttercream. The tapered end of some palette knives allows for delicate tasks like intricate icing details and precise decorations. Paring knife. A paring knife is basically a mini chef's knife with a small blade that offers greater versatility and precision. While the chef's knife works for cutting hard vegetables, paring knives are great for peeling apples and potatoes, mincing small amounts of garlic and onions, and coring tomatoes. It gets its name from the word pare, meaning to peel away or cut away the outer surface. It is called by a variety of names like fruit knife, parer, and petty knife. A tomato knife is a small, serrated kitchen knife designed to slice through tomatoes. The serrated edge allows the knife to penetrate the tomato's skin quickly and with a minimum of pressure without crushing the flesh. Just as musicians take great care of their instruments, chefs treat their knives as highly personal and valuable tools, essential for their craft. In professional kitchens, chefs often use their own knives, which they maintain and sharpen personally, because they are essential tools for their livelihood, enabling precise cuts, efficient work, and better food quality, making them a symbol of professionalism and pride. Their love for knives demonstrates a commitment to their craft and a sense of pride in their tools. Chefs often develop a personal connection with their knives, as they become accustomed to the feel and performance of specific blades, making them feel like an extension of themselves. Also, a well-maintained and sharp knife is a sign of a professional who cares about their work and the quality of the food they prepare. Just as the chefs take great pride in what they do, we also love what we do. Hope you like our videos, and we strongly believe that it would be of use to you. Until we meet again in another episode of Learning. This is Bennett saying goodbye. If you liked this video, subscribe to Mohaben's channel of Learning Food. Like and share with anyone interested in cooking. Thanks for your support.